Greetings everyone, this is Danny from HarrTravel.com, your celebrity cruise experts, and today I have the great pleasure of being on board the beautiful Celebrity Solstice. Now the Solstice is the namesake for an entire class of ships that really changed the industry. As we tour every public space here today, I'm going to point out a lot of things that were game changers that you'll see on other celebrity ships from here on out, but it's a beautiful ship. She's really been kept up well, and I can't wait to share her all with you. Now keep in mind before we get going, when you're ready to book this incredible vessel or any room or suite with Celebrity Cruises, Royal Caribbean or Silversea, make sure you reach out to the experts at Harr Travel. We know the spaces inside and out. We have an amazing relationship with Celebrity, and we know we can help craft your cruise vacation of a lifetime for you, your friends, family, or group at an incredible value, and get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way. Now we've started up here on the bridge that looks over the pool deck. Now down below, you're gonna see that you have 2 pools here. You also have 4 hot tubs. And one of the unique design features when they built this ship is these cabana styles that you'll find on either side. Now you're gonna have a ton of lawn chair options. So you've got the large loungers down below facing in at the pool. You also have the ones that are facing sideways and even outside. Now you'll find that there's quite a bit of shade underneath, but you can head up here and get plenty of sun. There's even more chairs all the way around, so you've got loungers wrapped all the way around on both sides as well, and then a sun deck in the forward area. Now down at the pool, you've got the pool bar. Every great pool needs an awesome bar, but to me, it's the bartenders that make all the difference. They're serving the same drinks you can get anywhere, but they're doing it with flair. They're doing it with a smile on their face. They're here to make you happy, keep you laughing, and keep those drinks flowing. They're gonna provide bar service all the way around the pool deck. You also have the mass bar up above. They're gonna be providing drink service all the way around the upper pool deck area. Now right below me, you've got a really nice large dance floor. You also have a full bandstand, and tech for me, when you hear the band kick up as you sail out, that's really the trigger that you're heading out on another incredible celebrity vacation. Now a couple other features just to point out here. You do have the massive glass wall. That's gonna be the Solarium. It's another one of those great game changers on this particular ship. You've got a live tree in there and it's absolutely stunning. We'll take you down there in a minute, but now we're gonna head down. Now you have a walking and jogging track that goes all the way around this deck. It wraps around. Now I find it's a little easier to use in the mornings and of course later in the evenings, because you'll see that you do have those lounge chairs all on both sides. Now as we continue to head forward on the ship, you'll get a little bit different view now. You can see more of the loungers wrapped around. This is a great spot to be for some of those scenic viewing options. Now this ship goes to Alaska, goes to Asia, Mexico, everywhere in between. She's really built to sail all around the world, and you're gonna find perfect features for every one of those destinations. So now here you've got more shade that are covering the loungers. You're also gonna have loungers out here in the sun, and we're gonna continue to head forward to the Mass Grill. Now the Mass Grill is where you're gonna find all your classic grill favorites. Hot dogs, hamburgers. They also have turkey dogs, turkey burgers for you, French fries, all your favorites at the pool. Now they're gonna provide service around. You've got a seating area on the far side. And now I'm heading over the forward part of the pool deck. You get another glimpse of the 2 pools down below. You can see the bandstand on the far side and all the lounge chairs. Now, of course, you need another incredible bar. So you've got the masked bar up here. You've got the full bar service. There's tables, more loungers as well. And of course, the best bartenders in the business. I think I might have a gin and tonic. What do you think? Now, at the very top front of the ship, you're gonna find the Solstice deck, which is a nice large sun deck area. Now, keep in mind, on some of the Solstice class vessels, they've actually converted this into the retreat sun deck. It's not currently. So this space is open to all travelers. What you're gonna find is you have a ton of loungers, so they can even put out some more. You've got these really comfy overstuffed loungers here, daybed style. And then wrapping around the front of the ship, you're gonna find more loungers here as well. Once again, it's a great spot to grab a gin and tonic, head on up, grab a book, relax, and enjoy the incredible views. Now just forward and below the sun deck, you're gonna find this sports court. Now I love that they still have it here on board. Growing up, my dad was a high school basketball coach, one of the winningest in California history. We played for him and we would always have to come up, practice our free throws, play some 3-on-3 games. They have soccer up here, lots of different diverse options. Now just for point of reference, there's entrances from the kids club. So they can actually bring the kiddos out here and utilize this as an outdoor space as well. Let's see if I've still got anything going on. Oh, no, looks like absolutely normal stuff for me. But you know what? Even though it's a Saturday, I think we can check and see if the bank's open. Hey, bank's open today. All right, should I press my luck and head all the way back? All right, let's see. Yep, just like normal. All right, gotta end with a make. A little Rick Barry style. Nope. All right, lose again. Now, I did want to point out that in the very forward part of the ship, there's a little secret sun deck area that not everybody will find. So you see you've got chairs on either side, but from here, you're looking out the direct front of the ship with the most incredible views. It's a great place to be when you're going into some of the scenic parts of our world. A lot of times people will be on the main pool deck, but from here, you can really see it all, just like the captain. Now, one of the major game-changing features that Celebrity did with the Solstice was the Lawn Club. Now, this is all real grass. It extends all the way towards the front area. It wraps all the way around the back as well. So what this really represents is an incredible architectural and engineering feat. You've got the soil underneath here. It's really, really heavy. And then of course, you've got to keep it alive in climates all around the world. So it's a really unique feature, but there's something so cool about taking your shoes off, walking around the lawn. It feels a lot like home. This ship in general has always felt like home to me. I love the Solstice class of ships. I love the design features. You're going to see a lot of them today, but this to me is truly exceptional. Now you'll see just behind me, you've got a really nice large LCD TV. So they play different styles of first run movies, sporting events. You can set it up here. They'll even do picnic style concept where you can watch a movie here in the lawn underneath the stars. So they've got shade structures wrapped around, and then you also have these small cabanas. Now the cabanas are rented at an additional cost, but what a cool way to spend a day at sea, to have your own cabana. Of course, they provide excellent service as well, drink service that extends from the Sunset Bar. But I love the enormous amount of real grass. There's just something really cool about it, and it had never been done on this scale on a ship anywhere in the world. Now, another first for the industry was hot glass class. So you've got the Hollywood hot glass demonstration that they do here, and they actually make glass in front of you. It's a really interesting process. I've seen it a few places around the world, but I love that they've got the benches here. They do the full classes. They have some beautiful items for display that you can purchase as well. But what a cool feature to combine education and something truly unique like blowing glass. I had a neighbor growing up that did it. I used to be able to go to the workshop and kind of play with it just a little bit. It's one of my favorite things, and I love that they have that here on board. Now, the Lawn Club itself, as I mentioned, is truly unique to Celebrity and the Solstice class of ships. Now, miniature golf isn't, but they have a putt-putt course here, but what's very different is, of course, it's real grass. So let's see if I've got anything left here. And you know, this ship does visit some of the best golf courses in the entire world, so what better way to practice? Yeah, there we go. Every time. Not trying it again. But in addition to that, you also are going to have croquet. They've got bocce ball. Lots of fun up here in the sun. Now, as you get to the very aft of the ship, you're going to find the Sunset Bar. Those of you who know me know my favorite place to be is in the very aft of the ship. You get these incredible views of the wake as we sail away. There's some great seating areas, kind of a faux fire pit of course. You're also going to have tables for 2 and 4. And then there's even a stairway that comes up from the ocean view. So sometimes I'll grab my food, head on up and dine here as well. Now you've got that full bar. Of course, they've got the best view of any bartenders in the entire industry. Looking out at the incredible sunsets, serving you a delicious cocktail. Pretty good vacation. Now, just forward of the Lawn Club, you're gonna find the studio. So if you're looking for some classic studio portraits, you can set up an appointment. You can come in here, get your Christmas card shots, get everybody together. It's one of the things I love about cruising is it's usually when people are together, maybe get dressed up for a night to head on out, and of course, document it. Now, you also have the Lawn Club shop on the other side to purchase some retail. So now we're headed into the Oceanview Cafe. Now this is the casual buffet style restaurant here on board. You're gonna find a ton of seating wrapped all the way around. So you've got seating on both sides, also in the entryways on both sides. But I wanted to start off here in the most important part of the buffet, maybe even the most important part of the ship. You've got your ice cream bar. So these are all complimentary options. I love that they have that there. You've got a variety of sorbets, ice cream as well, that you can take advantage of, and then all your favorite toppings. I've been known to stop by on my way in, my way out, and then sometimes just stop by for the point of stopping by. Now, as we head further in, you're gonna find another really important part, and that is the pizza. So you see here, they're making it fresh. I love that they do that constantly throughout the day and into the evening. And I'm gonna take you around the corner. So you've got all the plates here. There's lots of different stations, and first up is the pizza and pasta. So you've got classic pizza options every day. You've got the pepperoni, you've got the cheese, looks like they've got Hawaiian today. And then as we head further along, you got one of Taylor's favorites. This is the made-to-order pasta station. So you've got some pasta that's already made, like some baked pasta over there. You've got garlic bread, but you'll see that you have different styles that you can choose from, different sauces as well, all the different vegetables. You can make your own perfect pasta combination. Now as we head further in, you've got the bread station. They've got hummus and items like that. You've got a full salad bar. You see more bread here. And then you'll find that you've got the carvery on the far side. Now this is gonna be a breakfast, lunch, and dinner venue. So you're gonna have an egg station in the morning. You've got different styles of French toast and waffles and pancakes and all your favorites. But for lunch here right now, you've got a nice large corner of vegan options. They've got gluten-free options. I love that they do that. You've got charcuterie with the fromagerie. My wife and I love the cheeses that you have here on board. And I love that they even have a kids corner option where you've got things like macaroni and cheese. You're also gonna find chicken nuggets. And then you've got a full setup of entrees. So Mexican today, stir fry on the other side. Each and every single day, it'll be a little bit different. Now, of course, ice cream was just the appetizer for the desserts. You also have a full dessert bar as well, where you'll find me coming back time and time again. Now, as you head further around, you're gonna find several drink stations. You'll also have fruits. And once again, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, this is your quick grab and go casual buffet style option. So I mentioned the beverage stations. I just wanted to point those out. So you've got Nestle Vitality juices and waters here. So they've got infused waters. Right now they have lemonade, fruit punch, iced tea. For breakfast, they'll have apple juice, orange juice, grapefruit, and things like that as well. Now you've got the water and ice machine, and then as I head around to the side, you'll see that you have a wide variety of teas to choose from. Once again, complimentary. They've got honey and lemons, the way I like that. And then you also have brewed coffee, both decaf and regular. Once again, this is all complimentary. They do have the full bar, and they have the coffee shop too. Let's go check that out. Now I mentioned that they have a full bar in here. They're gonna provide bar service all the way around the Oceanview Cafe. I did want to point out they also have the espresso maker back there. So there's several coffee shop options on board. This one's usually a great spot to grab a cup of joe. Those do come at an additional cost. Now keep in mind, most of our guests have either the classic beverage package or they've upgraded to the premium. So you're gonna have a lot of inclusions here for that, or you can purchase a la carte. Now there's a ton of seating. Let me show you a couple different options. Now there's an enormous amount of seating inside the restaurant, but my favorite spot is all the way here in the aft. First off, people don't always walk to the very back, so you'll find seating here, especially on boarding day when it does get a little bit busy. But you got tables for 2 right here along the aft. You've got tables all the way around 4, 6, and 8. And then there's also the Oceanview Cafe bar that's in the aft of the ship as well. So you've got covered seating, you've got seating out in the sun, and then you have a full bar service back here with the buffet just in front. What more can you ask for? You guys didn't think I'd forget the soft serve. That's also inside the Oceanview, and I think it's time for a swirl. You might need to pause for just a minute. One of the classic features that you'll find that Celebrity really enhanced here with the design of the Solstice is the Solarium. It's almost 3 full stories tall. Of course, on the very top of the roof, you're gonna have that glass letting in the light. And this is perfect wherever in the world you're sailing. You can imagine a beautiful day in Alaska or a not so beautiful day in Alaska. You can still see all the scenery and enjoy your time in here. Now, you've got a water feature on the far side with a waterfall and a nice sized pool. It's actually perfect size for laps. You can utilize that especially in the morning and in the evenings. What I really like is you've got that soft padded loungers all the way around. So it's kind of stadium style where it's a little bit tiered. You've got them facing the pool on this side. You also have chairs and day beds facing out to the ocean as well. Now on either side, you're gonna find a hot tub, and then tucked in the corner, you'll find the spa cafe. I'll take you over there in just a second. But once again, this is perfect for any type of weather. You can come in, grab a book, relax, and enjoy. Now just behind me, you're gonna find the Spa Cafe and Juice Bar. So they've got a little setup here where they'll have some great light bites for breakfast and lunch. So you can come by, they're complimentary. And then you also have the full juice and coffee bar. You got a complimentary beverage station on one side, but here, especially if you have the premium drink package, you can take advantage of all the fresh squeezed juices and smoothies. I've really enjoyed them on our cruises. They're available in the morning and then in the early afternoon as well. Now, Celebrity really dedicates a lot of space and energy to the spa, wellness woven in concept. It's the idea where you can come on board, have a world-class spa experience, but really you can have any experience you like. Now, a really fantastic lounge option here on board is the Sky Observation Lounge. Now, it's at the very top front of the ship. When you enter, you've got this beautiful sculpture, and then as we head further down, you're gonna find an enormous amount of seating. Now, the signature here is a full story and a half of floor-to-ceiling glass. So it wraps all the way around. You get incredible views, which is why it's an observation lounge. But it's much more than that. So you see a booth-style seating here, more on the side. You've got tables for 2 and 4, and then as we head up the ramp, you can see that it really is a full lounge and club. So behind me here, you've got quite a few TVs, you've got different styles of seating, you've got the DJ booth, the full bandstand as well. They'll do live music here usually every single evening. It's a great place to dance. They'll also do small production style shows, maybe even bring in guest entertainers like a comedian or even a magician. So this is a really great multi-use lounge. You've got a full bar set up right in the middle as well. And then as it wraps all the way around the front, you have even more seating. So you've got the large lounge style seating here, and then at the very front, you've got little tables and chairs. Now, my wife loves coming up here for sewing. There's incredible natural light, but as you can see, it really opens up. It's a massive space, and it's a great place to come and be when you're observing some of the incredible locations this ship visits. You can imagine sitting right up front here, having a nice cup of hot chocolate, viewing the beautiful glaciers when you're in Alaska, or really anywhere this ship sails. Now we're just inside the conference center. Now we do some great conferences with Celebrity. There's more than one conference room here. In fact, it attaches and opens up kind of like you'd see at any conference center. You've got multiple ways they can set it up, classroom style. You also have audience style here where you can sit, watch the movie, maybe do a little bit of training. Whatever it is that you're looking for on a conference, at Harr Travel, we do a lot of meetings, incentives, family reunions, and the most important thing is that you secure it very early on. Now you can always get on our upcoming deployment list so that you know when deployment is coming, but if you're looking to put together a group, securing this space, we'd be happy to help you, and then of course, making sure that you lock in all the rooms and suites around the ship you'll sell. This space is the full service salon here on board. Now you can get a revolutionary new hairstyle. You really can get just about any treatment that you can at home. Now you'll see that they have a partnership with Keristis from Paris, some of the highest quality ingredients. So you've got several hair stations on this side. You're also gonna have the manicure stations here. I love that you can look out and take advantage of those incredible views. Nice little lounge space where you can sit and get ready. A couple more hair stations. So you've got the hair dryers here. And then right around the corner, you're gonna find the pedicure station. So one thing I learned from boot camp is always take care of your feet. I usually do get a pedicure when I'm here on board, and I love that the basins can even fit my size 15 feet. Now for the gentlemen, they also have a full barbershop experience. You can get a shave, you can get a facial, a haircut. You can see here they've got 2 barber stations. You also have TVs built into the mirrors, a touch that I really appreciate. Once again, the idea is something for everyone. Now we're just getting ready to head into the spa, and as I mentioned earlier, that wellness woven in concept, the spa concept is something that Celebrity really excels at. You've got a massive spa here with a thermal suite, all the treatment rooms. You can get all of your favorite treatments on board. I'll talk more about that in a minute, but you also have a wide variety of retail. Now I wanted to recommend that you stop by on boarding day. They're gonna do complimentary tours. It's really the only time you can see the full spa. You can learn about the different treatments, and of course, if you haven't done so already, you can reserve your favorite items. Now keep in mind that sea days are the ones that are gonna fill up much quicker, and oftentimes on port days, they'll have special promotions. Make sure you ask about that to get the most bang for your buck. So now we're inside the Persian Garden Thermal Suite. Now keep in mind if you have AquaClass, this is a complimentary feature. Also if you're in one of the top premium suites, but beyond that you would pay by the day or for the full cruise. Now I absolutely love these ergonomic stone loungers. I've had back problems for quite some time. Coming back from a shore excursion, getting to sit, relax, maybe read a book, it's a really nice touch. Now on one side you're gonna find the herbal steam room. The other side, you'll find the aromatic suite. So you can kind of work through this all as a circuit, go back and forth. They also have several different styles of showers. So you've got rainforest shower, you got that fog style shower as well. But one of the cool things here is from these loungers, you get incredible views out to the ocean. Now, one of the newest treatment options here on board is the quartz table. So the idea is to become grounded, one with the earth, so they can do different massage style treatments as well. And of course, if you're a drummer, you're gonna have a great time. Now, once you check in for your spa treatment, you can head into the locker rooms. Now, for the gentlemen and the ladies, they do have a sauna in there. Of course, they've got lockers and showers, so you can lock your stuff up, whether you're using the fitness center or any of the spa treatments. Now, I did want to point out that there is a stairway down here as well, that's gonna head down to where all the treatment rooms are. Let's check one of those out now. Now in the spa, you're gonna find a wide variety of treatments. Of course, you have all your favorite massages. They've got those for couples. They also have individual ones. So the couples rooms are gonna have 2 tables. I think it's a great romantic experience that you can have. Now for massages, you're gonna have a lot to choose from. My personal favorite is the hot stone, but also bamboo, deep tissue. They also do seaweed wraps, facials, medi-spa treatments like acupuncture. They've got a wide variety here and all the newest up-to-date spa equipment. Now make sure that you do book those early. They do fill up. They're incredibly popular. Now, if you're having a spa treatment here on board, your journey is gonna start right here in the relaxation room. So they'll bring you in here, give you a little bit of paperwork to fill out so that your therapist can get to know you, your likes and dislikes, to have an incredible treatment. But if you have AquaClass, you also have access to this relaxation space as well. You've got chairs with ottomans here, you've got really cool day beds, and what I love is you're facing out the front of the ship, taking advantage of those incredible views and being very relaxed. Now you're gonna have infused waters and teas to choose from as well, all to enhance that spa experience. Now we're gonna tour a space that I don't get to quite as often as I probably should, and that's the fitness center. Now you have a really large fitness center on this class of ships. Now first, you've got an entire wall of aerobics. They do have some Pelotons over there in the corner. They have a partnership. I love that concept because of course, if you have a streak at home, you can continue that right here on board. And keep in mind, if you're in one of the very top suites, they can even have one in your suite. Now behind me, you've got more aerobics. You've got different styles of bikes. You've got elliptical, stair stepper. You also have a rowing machine. And then as we continue along, you're gonna find all of the circuit options. So you've got every single one that you can imagine. They've got a partnership with Life Fitness, so they've got newer equipment here as well. You see behind me, you've got more of the aerobics on the far side, and then you've got a few more of the Smith machine, and then several other pulley style machines as well. Now, as we wrap around the front, you're gonna see further on, you've got the different dumbbells, barbells, all those free weights, several different styles of benches. But one of the things that I love is being in the very front of the ship. You get the wraparound views to the side of the ship. You also get views looking forward. So once again, all the styles of equipment you would find at home. Now we're inside the aerobic studio. So they do a lot of different classes here on board. Keep in mind with AquaClass and some of the very top suites, they're complimentary. They do come at an additional cost generally. So you've got spin classes that they'll do in here. They'll do different styles of yoga, also quite a few different aerobic exercises. They'll even do different classes on nutrition, body composition, and things along those lines. Now I do love that they have the foam rollers, they've got the blocks, they've got all the yoga equipment. Oftentimes I'll come up after a long flight heading to the ship, getting to roll out my back really does make a difference. Now I also wanted to point out that there's a little forward area on the fitness center here where you've got some sun loungers, but it's a great place to grab a yoga mat, head on out and have sunrise yoga in the morning. Now, a part of the ship that's very near and dear to my heart is Camp at Sea. This is the kids club here on board. Now, I've been cruising since I was a wee little guy. I've been enjoying kids clubs for quite a few years. Of course, had to stop when I was 18, and now my kids are enjoying them as well. They really do an amazing job at Celebrity. With Camp at Sea, it's a little bit more than just about entertainment. They do a great job engaging them with science, art, all of those different items, but they also have a blast doing it. My daughter asked to come back time and time again. Now right here is the front check-in desk. It's really important on boarding day that you stop by and check your kiddos in. You're gonna let them know who can check them in and out. Safety is paramount. So when we travel, we usually give those privileges to my parents, maybe close family friends. My wife and I may be down having an incredible steak at the Tuscan Grille. My dad can come by, pick my little one up, and go out and enjoy a bit more of the ship. Now they've segmented it into different age groups, and we've started out here with the shipmates, which are the 3 to 5-year-olds. As I head around the corner, you can see that space that's dedicated for them. They've got these really cool booths, so it's perfect for arts and crafts, which that age group absolutely loves. I think my daughter colored a few hundred sheets while she was in here, but they also expand it more than just the basic arts and crafts, and they'll also have movie night. So you see, you've got the TV set up in the corner. They can set up bean bags and things on the floor for the kiddos. Now I love that each separate space has its own bathroom area, the perfect size for them as well. I know when my daughter was 3, just had potty trained. It was really nice having that for her in here. Now let's check out the rest of the spaces. Now the next space is for the 6 to 9 years olds on board. That is the cadets. Now I was a cadet at the Air Force Academy. This is a little bit different here. You can see it's quite a bit of space. Once again, a nice lounge area, cubbies where they can put their things. You've got the TV so they can do movies here with the seating area. Also there's an Xbox Connect so they can do some really fun, engaging activities. activities. Now they've got a great video game station on the far side here. They also have more arts and crafts areas. You've got lots of fun games, and there's cabinets all around. You can't really see them all, but that's where they're gonna bring out all of the different materials. They'll do theme style parties in here for them. They're gonna keep them engaged every single day. I know my daughter always would come back with a different art project, a couple stories with all of her new friends. Now, of course, this ship has a captain, but the 10 to 12-year-olds are also called captains, and this is their space. Now, you've got a lot more of the video games, so you see that on the far side here, wrapped all the way around in there as well. You've got the Fat Boy bean bags that are fun to chill on and play some fun video games. Now, you'll see quite a bit more dedicated to science and technology in here. They can build a robot. They can also work with Dash to do some programming. They've got globes over on the far side that are interactive. Foosball behind me. As we head further in, you've got a full ping pong table here. I did want to point out that this door goes out to the sports court. So they'll take them out there for lots of fun activities. In fact, you can see a couple of those over here. You've got lots of active things to do. You've got hula hoops. They've got a drum set over there, soccer ball, lots of fun. And you'll see that this is also a place where they can play Xbox Connect, maybe do some competitions. Now, once again, each and every age group, they're engaging them in science, technology, education. If they're right brain, left brain, it doesn't matter. There's going to be an awesome activity for them. And I know my kiddos absolutely love the Kids Club here with Celebrity. They do a phenomenal job with Camp at Sea. Now, you better not forget about the teenagers. I find as a middle school teacher for over a decade, they can be the hardest audience to please on a ship. And I love that they've dedicated an enormous amount of space here with the X Club. So you'll see you have a ping pong table as you come in. There's lots of separate lounge spaces, TVs, video games. So here you see you've got a video game set up with the Xbox One. And then as we continue around, you're gonna have a lot of lounge style spaces. Now they will do some activities with them outside of the club as well, but really the big thing that you're gonna find here is the same as you will with the other kids clubs. They've got awesome different arts and crafts options, digging into science and that STEAM education. You'll be able to program robots, learn about lots of different things about the areas that you're visiting. When they're up in Alaska, they really engage them in all the wildlife, the scenery, things like that. And then as you travel around the world, you're gonna increase your knowledge. So you've got more areas as we head further forward on the ship. You'll find the lounge style space here. You've got another entrance that heads out to the sport court. They'll do a lot of great sports in here. And then over here, you've got another Xbox Connect station, a couple more foosball tables, and then you even have a full mocktail bar over in the corner. Once again, this is for the teenagers, for the 13 to 17-year-olds here on board. Now, as you head down the ship in the Solarium area, you're gonna find several different great spots. Now, the first one we'll stop at is the library. Now, this is a true old school traditional library. You can borrow books. They also have a book exchange, and I love that they have some really nice cozy seating areas. So if you wanna catch up on one of the destinations you're visiting, you can definitely stop by and use that. They also have some great fiction books as well. Now, as I head further out, I do love that you can see over the solarium here. I love all that beautiful natural light coming in as well. Some great art sculptures and some really comfortable furniture. Down one deck, you'll find the card room. So this is exactly what the name says. It's a place where you can gather together, play cards. Of course, they have lots of different games. They've got Scrabble, chess, checkers. You also find Trivial Pursuit. Lots of those fun, engaging games that you can play with new friends or gather with old friends as well. Once again, a nice little space here. Tuck away and play some cards. Now, as we step down to deck 7, you're gonna find Team Earth. So this is a multifaceted area. You can see behind me all the beautiful pictures of nature, of course, humanity. And when the ship was built, this was that spot was really meant to connect you to the destinations that you're visiting. Now, there's a couple of screens here where you can learn. It's also where you're gonna find the concierge desk. So the concierge team will be here to answer your questions if you have concierge class. Keep in mind that you'll have the retreat hosts if you're in the retreat. So this is just that area where they can make reservations, answer your questions, and take great care. Now, also, if you're a past passenger, this is that spot where you can stop by, learn about those benefits, and check in on yours. Now, just behind me, you're gonna find a tree. Now, that is a true living tree. The story goes when the CEO of Royal Caribbean got on board this ship as they were building it, said there was something missing, something connecting it to the destinations, and that's where this came from. Now, you're gonna find it on all the Solstice class ships, but believe it or not, that is the original tree. So you've got the beautiful origami style box there that is the planter, and if you look up, you've got that incredible solarium up above. There's just something to me that's absolutely wonderful about going up and down these glass elevators, or even sitting here and relaxing, having a bit of nature inside. One deck below Team Earth, you're gonna find the Celebrity iLounge. Now this is a classic internet cafe. You're gonna find iMacs all around here that you can utilize, taking advantage of the plans that you've already purchased on board. Now keep in mind a couple things. Now the first day, if you're having any trouble with the internet or throughout your cruise, they're gonna be here and happy to support you with it. You also have the ability to take advantage of their partnership with Apple, getting some of those different retail items. They do come at duty-free prices. They also have some cameras and different things as well. Now finally, they'll use this for education. So you see here the big screens behind. They'll teach different computer classes so you can further your knowledge of how to utilize the equipment. Now keep in mind, most guests bring their own on board, whether it's a tablet, a phone, or a laptop. You can hook up to the Starlink internet now and use it anywhere on the ship. Now one of the classic spots you'll find on every cruise ship is the Promenade deck. Now back in the old days, people would come out here, get dressed up, and promenade around to be seen. Now it's just a really great place to relax. Now if you're cruising through some of the beautiful spots of our world, it's a great place to get some up-close views. Being down a little bit lower, sometimes you can get some better views from here. But for me, it's all about these chairs. It's a place to sit, especially on a sea day, take in that fresh ocean air, the beautiful ever-changing ocean views, and just relax. Now, all the way forward on the ship, you're gonna find the Celebrity Theater. Now, entertainment has always been a huge part of cruising, going along with dining and of course, all that wonderful service. And here at Celebrity, they certainly don't disappoint. You're gonna have full production style shows. Think Broadway, Vegas, those types of things. They have the cast, they train them all, they create the shows themselves, and they put on a true spectacle. Now, that may be the core use of this space, but they also bring on guest entertainers, especially longer cruises. You might find multiple comedians, singers, maybe a quartet playing. They do a lot of great special edition entertainment in here. It's also a wonderful place to learn. So we've utilized this space for all kinds of different lectures. You can imagine going up in Alaska, learning about the whales, the different wildlife, the native people. They'll do all of that here in the theater. So once again, it's the core entertainment spot here on board. Right now we're up on the upper deck. It's all tiered stadium style seating. So you have 3 or 4 rows up here. And then as you get down to the bottom, you have a massive bowl of seats, and then the theater, of course, the stage right at the front. Now they have added on a couple screens up here to enhance the shows, and then once again, if you're doing an educational experience. Now keep in mind, we do large scale groups, meetings, and incentives. This is one of those spots, believe it or not, that you can even use for your own group. Just let us know, but we're gonna wanna get far ahead of it. Now, as we head aft from the theater, I wanted to point out the Park West Gallery. Now, this is an art gallery here on board where things are for sale. Now, if you want to learn a little bit more about the art, I definitely recommend that you stop by one of the auctions. They're there to educate you, and you can also get some free champagne. Now, you'll see pieces from some of our favorites. You've got Godard and Kincaid, Peter Max over there. But what I really appreciate about this is, like I said, they're very knowledgeable and they're here to teach. If you love Romero Britto, they've got quite a few options from him as well. Once again, the Park West Art Gallery, you can peruse it anytime you'd like or stop by to purchase. Now, you're gonna find a ton of retail here on board. We've already pointed out a bit, but as we continue to head aft on the ship, you're gonna find what goes around comes around. That's a place where you can buy vintage or older bags that have been reconditioned. It's a really cool place to get some great prices on it. Beyond that, you're gonna find all of your favorites. So if you're looking for jewelry, you wanna spoil your spouse, you can do that here on board. They also have quite a few different options with cosmetics. You can get alcohol, tobacco, lots of different things that are all duty free. And in a lot of cases, a big portion of the price is the tax or duty. Now, as we continue to head back, we're gonna see Pieces of Time next. So this is a watch store. You've got an Effie collection store up above as well. Once again, if you're looking for high-end jewelry, bags, clothing items, there's a ton here on board for you to choose from. Now, if you're looking for a delicious cocktail, the best mixologists on board are here at the world-class bar. So you can see they have a wide variety behind me. They've got some of the top shelf whiskeys, cognacs, everything you can imagine. And of course, they do an incredible job with mixology. They've even got the little droppers and such. I know I'm a pretty simple guy, but I love the idea that they can mix and match and teach you how to make incredible cocktails. Now, those of you who know me know how much I love sushi, and Sushi on 5 is a place you're gonna find me quite often on board. Now, if I'm one of the premium suites, I might have this for lunch, dinner, and pre-dinner each and every single day. But keep in mind, it does come at an additional cost, but it's absolutely delicious. So they have a pretty good sized variety here. You've got some gyoza to start off. You got some delicious soups. Wontons are out of control. And then, of course, all of your favorite sushi, sashimi, and rolls. So one of the specialty restaurants, as I mentioned, it's absolutely delicious. You've got tables for 2 and 4. They can put them together for larger groups. They've also got booth style seating. Whatever you prefer, make sure you stop by and enjoy some sushi. Now, those of you coffee lovers are going to absolutely enjoy Cafe Il Bacio. It's a really nice, large coffee shop. Come by here in the morning quite often, sometimes in the afternoon as well. You can see the espresso makers behind me. It is included in a lot of the classic and premium beverage packages, but the espresso drinks do come at an additional cost. Now, you've got a full dessert area over in the corner. I managed to stop by there a few hundred times every single cruise. The cookies are really, really delicious. But once again, all of your favorite macchiatos, lattes, cappuccinos, Americanos, you can find them here. Now, if you love delicious sweet treats, you gotta try the Gelateria. Now, this does come at an additional cost, but they have some phenomenal Italian-style gelatos here. Looks like they've got strawberry, vanilla, mango, coffee, coconut, chocolate, rum, raisin, quite a few more. And then behind, they actually have a grill where they can make those fresh, delicious waffle cones. You've got a coffee maker just behind as well. Once again, it does come at an additional cost, but it's an absolute delicious upgrade. Now, if you're in one of the full suites here on board, you get to take advantage of the Retreat Lounge. Now, this used to be Michael's Club. They still have the decor very similar. This is that spot where you can come down, socialize, of course, take advantage of the incredible retreat hosts. They can make reservations, answer all your questions. Now, to me, my favorite spot is, of course, the bar. So they make amazing drinks here. You always find the best bartenders on the ship. It's a really great social experience. You've got great seating areas all the way around as well. Little nooks with tables for 2, 4. You've got the baby grand piano that they'll play. And once again, it's a great place, especially before or after dinner. Sneak away, have a cocktail, socialize, and then head out and enjoy. Now, to me, the most beautiful restaurant here on board, and elegant, of course, is the elevated Murano restaurant. It's that classic French cuisine that's taken to another level. Now, you've got a delicious menu to choose from, and you'll also find that they do some amazing tableside preparation. Now, you've got classic booth style seating in here, tables for 2 and 4 by the window. It wraps all the way around to the far side. But I did want to take you in because in addition to being Murano, where you can get that delicious French food, if I head through the wall here, you're gonna find where they do the Daniel Boulud Chef's Table. Now, it is a true dining experience. It's absolutely delicious. It's course by course, and of course paired with wine. If you're looking for a really elegant, highly upgraded experience, make sure you reserve the Chef's Table early because it will sell out. Next up is the Ensemble Lounge. Now, it's a classic lounge here. You've got a large bar in the middle. You can sit at the bar or, of course, any of the seating areas wrapped around. Now, the name Ensemble is going to lead you to believe that they play music here, and they do. So in the far corner, you can see the drum kit set up. You also have the baby grand piano. Find some really incredible musicians here on board Celebrity. In fact, this was the lounge that we kept finding ourselves coming back to time and time again for pre or post dinner drinks. Now, you'll see it's a really nice large space. You've got beautiful overstuffed furniture here, and it continues further back as we head towards the specialty restaurants. Now, a really fun dining experience here on board, and delicious I may add, is Le Petit Chef. Now, this is a partnership that they've set up. They've converted what used to be the Silk Harvest restaurant into Le Petit Chef, and up in the ceiling, you're gonna have projectors. They're projecting down an entire show that goes with your meal. So there's gonna be a little bit of history here. You're learning about where the food started, maybe where those ingredients originated from, who perfected them as well, and you got some tiny chefs that are battling it out for an incredible dining experience. Now, I find that this is great for every member of the family, dinner and a show. It's a little bit of a novelty here, but absolutely delicious food, and time again, our guests tell them it's their favorite on board. Now we're inside the AquaClass restaurant, and I'm not feeling blue, but I am seeing it everywhere. Blue Restaurant is a wonderful elevated dining experience. It's just open to those who've booked in AquaClass, and the very top premium suites can of course enjoy it as well. It's a breakfast and dinner experience where you're gonna find a fusion. Of course, all your favorite delicious meals they'll have here. They have all the classics, but they also have some incredible clean plant-based foods if you're looking for more of a spa-style cuisine, and a little bit of everything in between. Now, our guests do rave about this. You can of course check out the AquaClass staterooms on our channel if you want to see the tour of those. We have all the rooms and suites for you to check out. But this is that great place where you can have a delicious breakfast and dinner every day at a truly upgraded experience. Now, two of my all-time favorite dining experiences are Italian and steakhouse. Now, celebrities combine them together for the beautiful Tuscan Grille. Now, it's located in the very aft of the ship, so you get those incredible aft-facing views, also some side-facing views as well, and the decor is very much along the lines of what you would find in a steakhouse. Now, what I really appreciate is you've got those homemade, handmade pastas. My personal favorite is always anything with carbonara on it, so you can choose from that, and I can also get my juicy ribeye steak. They have a wide variety of soups, salads, and appetizers, the things that you would find on a steakhouse menu and an Italian menu, once again blending them perfectly for an incredible specialty dining experience. Now this beautiful space is the two-story main dining room here on board. Now dining is such a huge part of the cruise experience, and here's where you're gonna find some incredible dishes and even better service. Now at the very far side, you're gonna find a massive wall of wine. Now Celebrity has an incredible collection of wine. If you're a vinophile, you're sure to find something you love here on board. Now, of course, they're happy to partner those up. They'll do those matching with the sommelier between the different courses and the wines to make sure you get that perfect taste. Now, as far as food goes, you're always gonna find a classic menu, and they have a rotational menu as well. What I love about cruising is that perfect place to try something new. In fact, I found some of my favorite books, my favorite music, and of course, my favorite food on board trying something that I may not order at a restaurant at home. Now you can see they've got larger tables for 8 or 10 in the middle. You've got tables for 2, 4, 6 wrapped all the way around. And then there's an upper deck and a lower deck. It's an absolutely massive space and a beautiful space designed by the one and only Adam Tahani. Now you can see it's high design, elegant food, and absolutely wonderful service. Now there's a lot of reasons why you may want to upgrade to the retreat here on board. That's the full suite class. And of course you get the suite lounge that we've already seen. You get all the upgrades with the butler service, but Lumin restaurant may be the best upgrade. So you'll have this space for breakfast, lunch, and dinner each and every single day. It's a highly elevated experience. It's absolutely delicious. My family and I just experienced 3 weeks where we got to dine in Lumin, and we absolutely loved it. They'll customize dishes for you, and also on this particular class of ship, since it's right next to the main dining room, it's also easy to order off of that menu, which is incredible as well. So you have a massive, diverse set of options to choose from, and well, the only concern might be about how much you eat. Now, outside of Cellar Masters and the Martini Bar, you're gonna find seating areas wrapped all the way around. And I like that because you can take advantage of the overflow. There's usually music down below, whether it's the DJ going, singers, violin, or even the pianist. You're gonna find a great place to sit, relax, and have a drink. Now down below me, you've got this elegant staircase. It's one of those signatures of the Solstice series of ships. You've got the glass elevators in the distance, the purser's desk down there, another bar as well. But this is that great, beautiful, large open space that I think really helps to define the Solstice. Now, if you love a great atmosphere and delicious wine, you want to check out Cellar Masters. So they've got a full bar on the far side here, and as we head further in, you've got some really beautiful furniture. It's nice, large, and overstuffed. You're going to find that they do beer tastings, wine tastings. They also do some incredible whiskey tastings. They've got those set up right here in the middle to show a little bit of what that's all about. Now, as we continue further through the space, I love that they have these small nooks tucked away. It's that perfect place to have a nice glass of wine, meet with new friends, old friends, and really just relax and enjoy. Now, one of the most popular options on board is always the ice top Martini Bar. Now, on this class of ship, they literally have ice all around on top of the Martini Bar. So when you put your martini down, your drink, it's gonna keep it cold. But also you can channel your inner child, do a little drawing on there. And these bartenders are the ones that are known for their flair. They do different styles of flair, kind of competitions amongst each other here. Now you've got Crush on the far side. It's also another bar area where you can do different styles of vodka and gin tasting. Gin, I absolutely love that. But if you're looking for a great martini, a drink, and an awesome social area, make sure and stop by the Martini Bar. Now, as we head forward for the Martini Bar, you're gonna find quite a bit more retail. And I love this shopping arcade. It's 2 stories tall. So you've got glitz, you've got serendipity. In there, they have different jewelry, bags, clothing items. You're also gonna find that they have a large variety of sunglasses. Now that continues to head back, but I'm gonna duck in here to the casino. Or is it the casino? Yes, I never know. But as you head in, the first thing we'll point out is the full bar. So behind me, you've got the casino bar. It's a sports bar, of course. You're gonna have TVs up there where you can watch your favorite games. And then as we head further in, you're gonna find a wide variety of slot machines and all the classic casino games. I love that they have the old school machines you can pull down on the handles. Of course, Wheel of Fortune is always a fun one to play as well, especially if you get a group together. And then as we get to the far side of the casino, you're gonna find all the table games. So you've got craps, roulette, ultimate Texas Hold'em, blackjack, 3-card poker, and they'll mix it up with some other options as well. Now keep in mind, always gamble responsibly. If you're having any issues, check with a crew member and they'll be happy to connect you. Now, photography and vacation go hand in hand, and there's a lot of photography here on board. Now, you can get those portrait settings that I talked about before, but also throughout your cruise when you're boarding, getting on and off the ship, in the dining room, they'll have the opportunity for you to take your photo. Now, you'll be able to come by here and you use your cruise card, you'll swipe it there and it'll pull up all the different photos that you've taken throughout your cruise. Now, they always take those upon your request, never force that on you, but I love the idea that you can enjoy your cruise, they can look through the lens and capture those memories for you. Now, in addition to that, they also have quite a few different retail options. Maybe you took so many photos you used up your SD card, you need a battery. They even have binoculars for sale, which could be perfect in Alaska. Now, as we continue to head forward, we're going to find the future cruise desk. Well, we know that our guests are going to have an incredible time here on board, and we always recommend that you stop by to book your next cruise. Now, you can do it a couple different ways. If you know exactly what you're looking for or you have some questions, they can answer them, help you pick out the exact cruise you'd like, or you can purchase an open certificate, and then when you get home, we can take it from there and help you pick out the perfect option. Either way, you're going to get those onboard booking benefits that you can't get anywhere else. Now, keep in mind, if you booked your first cruise with us, they're going to automatically send that to us right on board, so we'll take care of everything from there. But if you didn't, make sure you reach out before you go. We can tell you how to book with us on board so you can take advantage of all those extra amenities and then get our Harr Travel signature service all the way through when you get home. So now we're inside Quazar, which is the main nightclub here on board. Now, they use it for all kinds of different activities. They'll set up an Xbox Connect. You can do different styles of competition. They've got the full dance floor in here, the booths on the far side, and then of course the full bar. Now, like all the spots here on board, it's used for different things for the day and throughout into the night. But if you're looking to rock the night away, maybe dance a little bit, this is that spot. Next up is Celebrity Central. Now, this is another great spot for entertainment. Now, you see that it's set up like a movie theater. They'll use it for that. So they'll put first run movies up there. Also, they'll put this up for different sporting events and games, but it's much more than that. They can utilize this for comedy, different styles of entertainment. They've got the lecterns because they'll use this for port lectures. And then also, if you're hosting a group on board, this is one of the best and most dynamic spaces because it's got all the audio visual that you'll need in here. You've got the TVs on the side, the main screen in the middle, and then once again, you've got the sound booth in the top corner. Celebrity Central, a great place to watch a movie or take advantage of several styles of entertainment. Now, when you walk on board the Celebrity Solstice, this is one of those showstoppers. You've got the beautiful atrium up above with the tree. You've got the elegant grand staircase just behind. It does pay a little bit of homage to the Millennium class of ships as well. But this is the central meeting spot. So you're going to find several different items wrapped around. You've got guest relations over to the side. Now, I always recommend that you stop by there the first day or the last day, or avoid it the first day or last day. It does get a little bit busier. In the middle of the cruise is always the best time to take care of all your business. Now, on the other side, you're going to find the Passport Bar. Great place to grab a drink. They also have an espresso maker there as well, so you can get all the espresso drinks. And then finally, you're going to find the Shore Excursions desk. Now, make sure you pre-book your shore excursions. They do sell out. Keep in mind, at Harr Travel, we have some great partnerships where we work with third-party companies as well, where you can get some incredible small group or private excursions if you really want to elevate all of that. But think of this as the hotel lobby, the front desk, your favorite hotel bar, and of course, a place to learn about your destination. First off, thank you so much for spending your time with us today. You can see by now why we love the Celebrity Solstice. She is an incredible ship that, as I mentioned earlier, changed the entire industry. In fact, so much so that the Celebrity has added on solsticization to their other ships as well. Now, whether you're looking for a great bar, restaurant, entertainment, you're going to find it here on board. And when you're ready to book, make sure you reach out to the experts at Harr Travel. We know the spaces inside and out, have an amazing relationship with the cruise line, and we know we can help craft your cruise vacation of a lifetime for you, your friends, family, or group at an incredible value, and get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way. Now it's time for some sushi, a drink, and some incredible music. See you later.